welcome back to my channel. New here, my name is Mabala Falomo, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video for today. Today we'll be diving into self-awareness for moms, especially new moms. It's a very important topic that is always so easily overlooked, right? Becoming a mom is a privilege. It's one of the most transformative, experiences in life. It's beautiful, it's challenging, it's fulfilling, and it's filled with endless love. But in all honesty, it can be overwhelming, especially if you have no guide, or if you have more than one little small children at the same time. It can get really overwhelming, and then if you have no assistance or no support system in place, it gets really overwhelming. That's why self-awareness is very crucial at this point in time. So it's about understanding your feelings, understanding your needs, and identifying, and also understanding your identity as you step into the new role of being a mom, or into the new role of being a mom of a toddler, or step into the new role of being the mom of a preteen or a teenager. It's a continual journey. It's not something that you do once and forget about it. No, it's about your growth. It's about your healing from your trauma. It's about knowing you at your core. So now, what exactly is self-awareness? In the simplest term that I can think of, self-awareness is the ability to reflect on and understand your own emotions, your own feelings, your own thoughts, and your behaviors. That's simply what it is. And for new moms, this means being in tune with your feelings, recognizing when you need help, recognizing when you need support, recognizing when you're feeling overwhelmed, and being mindful of how you're adjusting to this new life, this new role of being a mother, this new role of or adjusting to the new phase that your child is in at the present moment. Now, self-awareness is important for every individual, but is more essential for mothers because it helps you to navigate the emotional roller coaster that comes from being a mom. Okay, so by being self-aware, you can recognize your emotions. It's okay to have mixed emotions. Sometimes you're joyful, sometimes you're exhausted, sometimes you're frustrated, and sometimes you might even feel guilt, like, oh, I went out and I'm not there for my child. What if my child needs me? Yes, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay. These feelings are meant for you to acknowledge them, and it's okay to feel these emotions. But what is not okay is you judging yourself when you have these negative emotions, like being sad, feeling guilty, feeling frustrated, feeling overwhelmed, feeling exhausted. You don't have to judge yourself. These are the things that is part of what makes you a human being. Yes, you are meant to feel your emotions, so judging yourself shouldn't be something you do constantly, because you are meant to feel these emotions. Now, not treating these emotions, or not flipping the switch when you have these negative emotions, is now a time when you might need to seek professional help, and you're not allowed to remain in that negative state, or in those left alone with those negative thoughts constantly. Now, being self-aware is identifying your needs. knowing when you need help, knowing when you want to sleep. Like, what do you need at the moment? It might be a break from from feeding the baby. It might be just an extra hour of sleep, or emotional support from your spouse, or from your siblings, or your parents, or whatever caregiver you have with you at the moment. Being aware of what you need is the first step in getting it, because if you are not aware of what you need, you become frustrated. Nobody seems to understand you, and everybody just feels like you're this crazy lady with the baby. Okay, then being self-aware is also understanding your identity. Now, mostly I tell people before they get married that they should know their identity, like knowing who they are at their own core. But motherhood changes you. Imagine you've been single for a long time. You know who you are, you know what you like, you know what you don't, you know yourself. And then boom, you're pregnant. Your hormones are all over the place. Then boom, the baby comes. The hormones are like on steroids. So at this point, there's a struggle between who you were, who you are, and who you are trying to be. Okay, so self-awareness helps you not to lose yourself, because after childbirth a lot of women lose themselves. They become a shadow of who they used to be. They become a shadow of who they were, and sometimes they even get stuck. They don't know how to go back to who they were. They don't know how to embrace who they are, and they don't know how to reinvent themselves to be who they want to be at the at the in this new role that they have. So self-awareness helps you to stay connected to who you are beyond being a mom. Now, let's talk about some practical ways to build self awareness as a new mom, or as a mom whose child has transitioned to another phase. The first thing you want to do is daily check in with yourself. Take few minutes to check in with yourself. How am I feeling today? What do I need? What do I need? If it's a break, then you take that break. If it's just little times you go into the bathroom just to collect your thoughts, just to think, then take it. If you need to go to the spa, then go to the spa. If you need to you know just have few minutes extra of sleep, then do that. Another thing that will help is journaling. I know in Nigeria, where I'm from, a lot of people underestimate the importance or the power of journaling, writing your feelings down, how you feel, your thoughts. It's actually therapeutic and helps in a lot of ways that I can't even explain, but at least it's been medically proven. So, you want to journal. How are you feeling? Write it down, put a date to it. So, when maybe run into it years after, you can read about it and it still feels real. Okay, it's a safe space to explore your emotions without judging yourself, and without anyone criticizing you or even judging you. Now, another practical way is practicing mindfulness. This can be you exercising, like deep breathing. When you feel, sometimes as a new mom, you just feel all these bubbly emotions. Sometimes you don't know what is going on. At that point, practicing deep breathing can release help you reduce some of the tension that you're feeling at that point, or some of the burst of emotions that you are feeling at that moment. Take deep breaths. Okay, Now, another practical way is talking it out. You know, don't hesitate to talk about your feelings. Now, it's not such that you capitalize on your feelings and use it to manipulate your spouse or those around you. No, but talk about your feelings, because sometimes when you talk out loud, say how you are feeling out loud, it helps you think about it and understand how you are feeling better. You can join, there's such a number of mom communities these days that you can join in, where you can express yourself freely and get even perspective from other moms or other people in this same situation that you're in. Then another practical way will be self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Like, if you are kind to other people, you are kind to your child, you are kind to your spouse, you are kind to strangers, so how much more you? I mean, love yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you have to show yourself kindness. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too critical on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's a journey. Motherhood, it is a learning journey. Just the same way life is a learning journey. Like, life, we live life constantly learning, and it's the same thing with motherhood is a continual learning journey, and it's okay not to have all the answers. That is totally fine. So you can cut yourself some slack. Don't be so judgy, don't be so critical, don't be so hard on yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Say kind things to yourself. Do kind things for yourself. Self-awareness is not about being perfect. To be honest, I feel like perfectionism, right, is a burden that social media has placed on a lot of people. We are all human beings. We are not robots. We are not expected to, have our thoughts collected all the time. We are not expected to, have it all together. If you have a child, guests shouldn't come to your house and be expecting that, oh, your house is going to be tidy all the time. No, so it's not about being perfect. It's not about your child being the best in class, or doing things appropriately. No, it's not about that at all. It's not about you being perfect, honestly, but it's about you being sincere with yourself. It's about recognizing the fact that you are doing your best. You are putting you are putting in effort, and even on tough days, because trust me, the journey of motherhood, I think it gets tougher as the kids grow. So, even on your tough days, you are doing your best. So you have to praise yourself for that, because it takes a lot of discipline, raising children, taking care of infants. It takes a lot of strength, it takes a lot of effort, to take care of them and still, you know, have it all together. But being aware of your emotions and needs makes, this motherhood journey easier. To all the new moms watching, or to moms who have kids that are transitioning into another phase, I have this little exercise for you to do. Take a moment today to check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself these questions. How am I really feeling today? What do I need right now? And give yourself the grace to feel, to grow and to learn in this beautiful journey of motherhood. It's not a competition, it's about you taking care of yourself, understanding your emotions, understanding your thoughts, and giving yourself that grace to learn and to grow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that button, subscribe to this channel, and share it with other moms who might need a little encouragement today. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. How do you practice self-awareness in your daily life? Drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and remember, you're doing an amazing job.